Marcus Loeb built this home in 1886. He was the owner of a clothing store and a saloon here in Palatka. In the late afternoon, when he came home from work and walked up these front steps, a parrot would greet him with, "Daddy's home, Daddy's home." Hey guys, how's it going? About those sound effects. Listen, this is a low budget film. I could not afford to rent a horse and a carriage. So I hope you give me props for at least trying to set the ambiance for this 1880s homestead. This is an excellent permission. The homeowner has given Chris and me, and Chris is out back right now, you'll get a chance to meet him later, permission to metal detect, dig for old bottles, even crawl up underneath the house. As far as the metal detecting goes, we've learned from the homeowner that a crew went through here about 5 years ago, and according to him, it was a clean sweep. So our efforts are going to be devoted to hunting for old bottles. Oh, and before I forget, there's going to be a part 2 to this video. I'll publish it in a couple weeks. You don't want to miss it, because we will go with the homeowner and do a tour inside the Loeb house. You'll get a chance to see the woodwork, the craftsmanship. It's incomparable. And also the homeowner is going to share with us what his vision is for the future of this home. But for right now, we're going to begin the bottle hunt. Chris has moved over a little bit. He started a new hole. And you found a marble too? So this one is machine made. We don't think it's handmade. I stuck my knife down and out tumbled this. It's got some red paint in it. I think it might be fingernail polish. Digging some test holes, putting the probe in the ground. I stabbed it in 3 or 4 times, felt a little glass, and lo and behold, look what I came up with. A crystal salt and pepper shaker. After a couple of afternoons of digging exploratory holes, Chris and I discovered a large trash dump behind the carriage house and decided to do a major excavation here. I've got 2 whole bottles, one here, one there, and they are about ready to come out. Let's see what we got. I got one. And let's see, we've got a flat panel medicine. It's a cork top, and it is blown in the mold, hand applied neck and lip, no markings on it. And then we've got another one. Whoa, we got a chip on the lip, and that is, this would have been very collectible if we'd gotten it whole. It says Ackerman and Stewart, Palatka, Florida. This was a local drugstore here in Palatka, and it would have been made sometime after 1901. Before 1901, the drugstore was known as Ackerman and Jackson's. Where we are digging is right behind the carriage house and up against the chain link fence. And now we've got a whole bottle we're fixing to take out, loosened up, and this bottle is completely intact. It is embossed, says Ackerman and Stewart Druggist, Palatka, Florida. It would have been made sometime after 1901, but before 1915, when they started machine making bottles. You can see the seam stops right here, and therefore the neck and the lip were applied. There is not a nick in this bottle. Way cool. 2 minutes later, Chris has found, of all things behind the carriage house,
a lucky horseshoe. That's hand forged. You can tell by the bend and everything's not perfect. You know, it's got these weird edges on it. No, that's handmade.
Yeah, because you found a lot of those up in North New York, or northern part of New York State where you were from.
Yep. That is nice.
Well, we were talking earlier why we hadn't found any, but now we have. So we got a bottle, we got a horseshoe. I hope we're on a roll. Okay, still digging in the hole. Got one bottle fell out, have another one exposed. And so this is a small.
Whoa.
Okay. Looks like a flat panel druggist bottle. There you go, Chris.
Nice.
Take a look. It's whole. There's no chips to it. It's not melted. I mean, This is kind of the stuff we've been bringing out. It's you can see where it's melted. They had a big fire here. But now we have a blue bottle. It's a Cobalt, appears to be. Don't know if it's whole. I tapped it, and I don't know. It sounds a little bit hollow. So, but so far,
Look at that.
oh yeah, you got that right. This is, oh please, please, please be whole. Oh my goodness gracious. No, I think it is. I think this is a gorgeous bottle right here now. This is more what we're after, and we have taken out so many pieces of what would have been beautiful bottles, honey colored bottles, garnet colored bottles. Okay. Oh, yes! Check it out.
That is beautiful. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Not a mark on it. It's got some writing on the bottom.
It's perfect, and it didn't get melted in the fire.
That is beautiful.
Can you clean that off a little bit?
Sharp and Domy,
Really?
Maryland. Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, that is beautiful. There's not a chip. There's not a nick.
Nothing.
No melted spots.
That is nice.
Yeah. So now that is exactly what Chris and I are looking for. Gorgeous. We're still in the same pit, and we have a bottle. It looks whole, and it is heavily embossed. Well, I hope it's whole. I really hope it's whole. Oh yeah. Now that, wow, that is a nice one. Here you go, Chris.
It's from New York. I can tell that much from the wiping.
Can you tell what it says?
Black top turpentine.
What city is that from?
New York Pharmaceutical
Mm-hmm.
Association.
That's a keeper. Just got another small medicine tumbled out of the hole. Look. Oh yeah, let's see. Oh, this is. See if you can figure out what that says, Chris.
L.C. Canova and Brothers.
Palatka,
Druggist.
Florida.
Palatka.
I've never even heard of that druggist here.
Wow.
Look at the embossing on that bottle. How about, is there any chips in it? No chips.
No, everything looks good.
That is beautiful.
Nice seam
That's
there.
our fourth bottle. Very collectible. Gorgeous.
Nice.
All right, and that one came out all by itself.
That was a volunteer.
The sun's starting to get on down there, and Chris and I are about ready to wrap it up. But we got one more bottle we want to dig. It's a pretty good sized one. I think it's maybe a wine or something. So what kind of bottle do you think that is, Chris?
Without seeing the bottom, I don't know. Some sort of spirit, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think there's a kick up in it.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
probably wine or champagne.
Yep. It's in there pretty good. What should be broken?
Watch it be full.
Oh, that would be nice. See, you're way more optimistic than I am. Didn't you tell me that you'd found a whole catch of these up in New York when you were looking for bottles up there?
Hundreds of them. That's all they drank was wine or champagne.
How big was the dump that you dug up there?
I'd say it's about a good 15 feet in diameter.
Oh, wow.
And we got down about 3 feet, and
And that was it. You were in the gold mine then. Okay. Took a little bit of doing, but we got it. Oh,
look at
it
that.
is whole.
I don't think that's a wine bottle, though.
Here, check it out. Oh, that's very collectible. Yeah, that's a spring water. That's I recognize that. It's a, I can't even pronounce it, but it's a Saxlehener. I've only found a piece of one before. Got a really nice color to it. It's not a dark green. It's almost a yellowish green. And I think once we get that cleaned up, it's going to be a beauty. Okay, Chris and I, we're going to wrap it up with that last bottle, but I put my knife in the ground and found another bottle. And this is an amber. It looks, it's kind of looks like a I don't know. I thought it was a flask. No, it is. It's a flask, I think, of some sort. And it's a strap side.
Probably a liquor bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful color.
Even though it's not embossed, it's got great color to it. Looks like a honey amber. This is definitely a keeper. I think finally that over the last several weeks, this has been good for Chris and me, because we have not had a lot of luck in finding intact bottles. And the number 13 on the bottom would represent the mold number. And the reason they have a mold number is when these bottles, if they showed up with imperfections, they could go back to the mold, make a new mold, or else repair that mold.
Looks like a piece of a serving tray or something.
It's large, big piece.
Yeah. It's the floral pattern. Looks like the other stuff we're finding.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Like the dishes we found, the teacup, the bits and pieces.
Mm-hmm.
These pieces, people must have had some really nice parties.
Okay, Chris has got something, and we're not sure what it is. It's different. It's a different color. We're in a really good layer here because this section hasn't been fired off. The deeper part, they'd had some fires, and we found some of the glass was melted.
Oh, a little flower pot.
How about that?
Nothing special, but it's a 100-year-old one.
We should have stopped about an hour ago, but we can't seem to do that. It's just too good. This hole is treating us like no other hole we've had in a while. And Chris has now got a bottle that's whole.
Snails.
Yeah, these are freshwater snails he's digging out here. And we're not sure. Normally they're found around Indian Middens along the St. Johns River. But this bottle looks whole to me. And it's obviously green.
Mm-hmm.
And we hope the neck's intact. Look at the snails. I don't quite understand that.
Ready?
Yeah. No embossing.
Nothing.
Still nice. It's a cork top.
Yep.
Probably, I don't know, a beer?
Yep. They usually keep them in either green or amber glass because they last longer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can just see a little bit of the color leaking through the cabbage palm there. Nice. Found this tall, elegant bottle when I tapped it with my shovel. Lucky it didn't break. So far we've got one nice whole bottle. It's a Worcestershire. It's got nice embossing around the shoulder, down the side. We're hoping we get the glass stopper that goes with it. The stoppers for these particular bottles had Leah and Perrins lettered on them. Also found this, which is kind of cool. The root had grown right through this medicine bottle, come out like that. So that's unusual. Yep, it's been there a long time.
Careful. Oh. What is that?
Oh, Chris, look at this. Nice embossing.
Obviously French. And I'd say it's perfume.
Yeah. Cork top.
Yep. Or glass stopper probably.
Yeah.
La Violet.
Yeah. The glass looks good on it too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's not messed up, not cloudy.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's nice and clear.
Yeah. That's beautiful. We have another bottle here, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. Looks like a bottle, but I'm not sure. Oh, it's the base, Chris. It's the base to that long, kind of elegant looking bottle we found the other day.
That's the third base.
That's the third base we found. Those are beautiful bottles. But hey, we are in the zone, and as they say on the Curse of Oak Island, you've got to follow the feature, and the feature we're following is this charred area right here with this root layer, because these roots from these cabbage palms are chasing the nutrients, and the nutrients would be right here in this charred layer where they had rusty cans, bottles, food. We found all sorts of bones, pork ribs and things like that. Just got into an area where we found some crystal, a big chunk
It's like
of it.
possibly a serving tray because it's got the side that comes up about
Oh, serving tray. Okay.
yeah, 2 inches or so. And it's got a corner here, but That checkerboard pattern on the bottom. Wouldn't be surprised if that's not crystal.